Alright, so today is Friday, November 14th, 2025. Just got home from work. And it was an annoying ass day, to say the least. So I woke up, got a wild hair up my ass to put myself on my scale, and it said I had gained like 10 pounds. And I was like, fucking excuse me? So yeah, it went from 142 to 153, and I was like, what? 6 pounds of it happened to be, water weight. So put me in kind of a weird, funky, stupid mood all night, which, not a big surprise, but not a little surprise. However, I did the water weight. I thought was interesting because I gained 6 pounds of water weight. I went from 83 to 80. Hang on. Okay. I gained 2 pounds of water weight, I guess. Don't know how. Well, I do. I drank 6 pounds of water this weekend, on my weekend. I was thirsty, I felt dehydrated, so I kept drinking and drinking and drinking, and I wasn't actually doing anything to get rid of it. However, with that being said, the one thing that I knew would do something was what I did. I bought 4 energy drinks on my way to work. 4 of my favorite energy drinks. And if you know me, it's the Ghost Raspberry Cream. Delicious. To me, it's to die for. And so, I had 4 of those and a orange cream one throughout the day, which to me is kind of it's not an oxymoron. It's a diuretic. So ended up flushing my system out quite a bit, actually. So I got home a little bit ago, walked Albus obviously, and it made me feel great because when I hopped on the scale again to see exactly what I'm at, so that was 143.9, which means I am right where I normally am at. So made me feel a lot better that I somehow dropped 10 pounds. It was basically 10 pounds. I was 100. Okay, so it was 152.1 at 4:04 this evening, and in an hour I lost damn near a pound. So by the end of the night, I've lost a lot more, which I thought was really interesting. Just using that as a diuretic and fasting all night just made me to go. So now the thing is to get back on track, get back on the diet, because I don't know, that was weird. Even my clothes felt tight and all that. But anyways, I'm not exactly sure how big the truck was. It was too dry. Too dry that I worked. Bananas that I didn't work. Potatoes that I didn't work. 3 in the dairy. So, and 2 in my cooler. So it was like 10 pallets total. And out of that I worked 8. That was interesting. Technically I worked 9. Okay, the one was 2, so yeah, 9 pallets. Which I thought was interesting. And it was 4 meats, so it was like 14 pallets total. And so, yeah, I got done by 6 with cleanup, which was awesome. The funny thing is, apparently, on my nights off. There's nobody up there anymore, and the day shift has to figure it out. So I think the beginning of the end for me in produce is coming. And c'est la vie. Because these guys need to know that they can do the job themselves. So, yeah. On another note, I saw the cute blonde from OGP, P, as I'm going to call her, Pervert. Because I don't know her actual name. I've seen her badge once, but I think it starts with a K or some shit. I didn't see the cute, the usual customer. I haven't seen her in 3 weeks. 4 weeks since the government shut down, so it is what it is. Yeah. I don't know. Before I left for work, I did one other thing, and I gotta show you. It took 4 hours, but I added 4 more. And I set up another print, which I'm gonna redo because didn't think about it. I'm gonna print 6 more today. It's like an hour per each one of it's an hour per each one of these according to this. So if I'm printing 4, it's 4 hours with travel time. And the one I was talking with one of my coworkers, I call him T, about thermal runaway. And it's something I didn't think about because I didn't do that with the Master Chief bust over here. And I was awake for this, which by the way, I'm gonna paint. I was looking at brushes and stuff, and I can actually find one that'll actually get in here near the crevices. So that's cool. Small little one. So yeah. We were talking about that, and I got to figure out if my prints are actually set up for that. So, because I'd like to set up the 6 tonight, because that'll give me more room for a lot more of my pieces. And that'll get me a lot closer of getting them. He's making weird noises. Getting them away from being on the bookshelf and actually displayed somewhere more visible. So, yeah. Anyways, that's all I really got for today. I shall catch you all tomorrow. Later. GoPro, stop recording.